Hello, my wonderful elevated souls, and welcome to my channel. My name is Talea at OpenBoxOracle1811. These oracle readings are not only for you, but for me as well, because oracle and tarot readings are meant to be self-reflective initially, and whoever doesn't resonate with the message might just be going along for the ride. Welcome. This spread is always meant for current energies, not past or future, unless the spirit unfolds it that way. Today is it's April 22nd, 2026. And on my way home from work, I had this heaviness on my heart about, right now I'm going through some difficult energies. I'm dealing with difficult energies, but I'm trying to take it in stride because I'm aware of what time I'm in and where I'm at. I know where I'm at. Others that are unconscious about, they don't know. They're just living off of their emotion. Even though there was one incident recently, a day ago, that had my spirit kind of in a position that was stretched to the max. And not to a point where I wasn't aware of myself, but I just had to be firm in how I felt about some stuff to get my point across and to also get things done. Because sometimes people can try to do things where they can feel like they can get over or just totally disrespect you. But and I'm saying that because it was something that had I don't know, I seem to not be as bothered by things, but when it comes to my money, that's when I get like really, I don't really care. And I know that's just something about me, and I'm reflecting on it because I'm like, why have I always been that way? Why isn't it certain things that don't bother me as much, and something when it comes to, I guess it has something to do with the efforts that I make to produce that currency. It has some type of connection to that. Because I feel like I don't like to feel like I'm working for free. Everything I do is intentional. I'm always aware of myself. For the most part, I try to be self-aware. And that's how I'm able to reflect on things too. But enough about me. I don't want to get too far ahead, but I felt like reading this, doing this reading different than I usually do. Spirit wanted me, and I'm probably moved by my emotions. Not that I'm not in a position where I can't read, because if I'm angry, I'm not reading. Because what people have to understand when they're doing tarot readings for others and oracle readings is they want to have a clear mind. They don't want to be an emotional wreck. They don't want to be, upset about things and feeling chaotic or anything like that. I'm just laughing at the things that's been going on with me, because even though it took me, I like watching astrology podcasts and stuff like that because it helps me be aware. But not only that, because I know a little bit about astrology, but even if they tell me what's ahead for the week, it still caught me off guard. I still felt like I didn't handle things right. I was being bullied at work. This is like so high school. And I'm not even really, I'm frustrated with these women, but I don't have hate towards them. They just not aware of themselves, and I get that. But it's the way that they did it to try to come for me. And it's like, I get it. It's nothing to question. Especially, it's like even things like, I can't even cry about things because it's just like, it'd be like, what am I crying for when I know why? I have the answer to what the issue is. What would I cry about? It's like that. I can't even mourn anymore for others because I know from the higher perspective of what's going on. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna do this reading differently. I feel like my spirit was it was an urgency to do it like this. So I'm gonna pull a past life card because I feel like there's things that's going on and in the background, and I'm not trying to like specify. I just want to know. So I'm pulling from this past life oracle. We got medicine man or woman. So this person is a shaman. This person could have been in a past life a shaman, this life a shaman. You know, they're spiritual people, male or female. So we got this card. I don't know. I just want to set it there because I'm just pulling from the deck. So I'm pulling this card. I'm going to pull from this new deck I have. So I'm just pulling cards and I'm just going to let loose. Let spirit be the guide on this one because I don't know how this is going to turn out. So we have no thoughts, just vibes, dissociation, emptiness, and floating. And that's just kind of how I'm feeling right now. I don't know. They're on buffer. They feel happy. They don't have a feeling of anything right now. This is just so funny because that's how I'm feeling. Like, so I resonate with this message definitely. Is this you? Is this, or is this someone else? Is this the other? I feel like this message is going to be very revealing. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have? I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. Suppression, numbness, facade. There's something wrong. There's something wrong here. Because they're suppressing an emotion. But with this card, it's dissociation, emptiness, floating. Let's see what the next card gives us. Blocked as AF. Cut off, disbelief, avoidance. You've been blocked. Oh, I'm starting to see. I feel like somebody's playing hard to get. Okay. This looks like, I don't know. Constantly exhausted, fatigued, drained, hopeless. They got so much to do. They're up all night. They don't get enough sleep. But this person right here, I don't know. They're just disconnected. Right now, they seem to be happy. They don't have anything, on their mind. But this one right here, they do. They seem to be upset, but they're suppressing everything. It's all false. Let's see. And we got doom scrolling at 3 a.m. Breaking news, disaster, insomnia, internet spiral, anxiety. Okay, I'm starting to see how this is turning out. So, the first card out, And I have to say, this is crazy because I'm about to read this so far. Um, Somebody's doing their spiritual work. They decided, you know, this comes first. This is who I am, and this is how I'm. I'm coming to the world as a shaman, as a spiritual person. This is who I am. At this moment, there's nothing causing me to do or feel any type of way. I'm just doing what I do. This person is not feeling good because they did something to this person. And this person's like, you know, whatever they did, they could have done some things to them and they cut them off. They're blocked. And they probably just figured it out. Like, I cannot believe they're doing this to me. But they know why. They try and act around their friends like there's nothing wrong when there's something wrong. They thought they could get over on this person who's happy and fancy free because they're doing their spiritual work. They don't have time. They don't have time for this. I'm going to see. I'm going to pull some different cards from another deck. Yeah, because this person is heartbroken. Because they thought they could get over on this happy person. This person that's trying to live life and be happy. You know, and they thought they could do some damage to that person. But no, they just detached from them, basically. They don't have any ill feelings towards this person. They're just doing what they do, you know. Okay, I got this Yin Yang Oracle deck, so I'm going to pull. We got healing. Healing the inner child. Doing the work. Yep. Because they chose themselves. They chose to do what they, you know, they're here to do. They don't have time to be waiting. And that's the thing with this, I mean, we can call them divine masculine and divine feminine, but they don't know that they're divine when they're doing, you know, evil deeds to a divine feminine. This can be gender fluid, you guys, but, you know, they've been through this before. They don't have time for it. They're just like, you know what? It is what it is. I don't have time to fight. I don't have time to have any ill will towards anybody. Been there, done that. I'm moving on. You know, I'm just not going to even focus on the negative, you know, energy. But this person's going through it. They got doom scrolling here at 3 a.m. They can't sleep. They're seeing you level up. So you online leveling up. Look at you. You're living your life. Let's see. You're living your life. You have freedom and change here. You're going to probably be coming into success with, you know, what you're doing, which is great. You know what I'm saying? You're focusing on yourself. You're healing your inner child. You don't need anybody, you know. This could be even, like, if my situation, it could be coworkers. You blocking them because you're not even paying them no mind, you know. But they acting like they cool, but they burning up. They mad. We could say this could be a love reading, or it could be just people in your energy that tried to do you wrong. And they see you cut them off. You don't talk to them, none of that. You don't look them in their face. You act like they don't even exist. And they feel some way about it, you know. They tired. They trying to be like you, and they can't. They tired, fatigued, drained, hopeless. They not here, you know. And then they up all night seeing what you're doing. See what you do online. Watching your Facebook, watching Instagram, TikTok. See what you trying to do. We got the next card. We got somebody that wants to apologize and they want your forgiveness. And you guys, it may not all resonate. It could be a love reading, or it could, like I say, it could be. And there's some people that they might see your success and eventually want to apologize towards you, you know, because they're feeling like, I know this person. You know, they are people just trying to get back into your energy. Family too. You got decisions here. You're going to be making a decision because you're going to have these opportunities. You got to take this leap of faith. You got Uranus right here too. So there's change coming abruptly. You might be moving. You might be taking a different job, quitting that job, leaving these people. They're going to be heartbroken because you ain't got the time, as they say. The next card. Spying, watching, inspecting. Yeah, still doom scrolling at 3 a.m. They watching your every move, like. And you really can't trust all apologies either. Because they're going to always be like that. Spying and watching and inspecting. You just got to use your discernment to see who these people are, you know. Because you don't have time for this. And I feel like this is something that was on my heart and was moved to read something like that. So I feel like this really makes a lot of sense. But you are a true shaman. You're a healer. You might be knowing how to make herbs to heal your body. Or you could be a counselor, healing the minds of the people. You could be doing tarot readings, oracle readings, whatever, but you heal people. That's for sure. You have a gift to do that. I'm going to pull from this deck. Let's see what this one says. She who prepares, formulates, strategize, devise. Zenith. Let me read, because there's a booklet for her. Does it look like she's ready for war? You know what I'm saying? Or she's preparing, because she's going to take this opportunity too. Because she's strategizing, she's making decisions on where she's going. Because she's going to do it. She's going to take that leap. Let's see. Okay, it says, Zenith, she who prepares, has donned her armor, but she still wears her cloak. She is not ready to launch into battle for now. Her goal is to seek the best path possible for her. Preparation must take precedence at this time. War seems to be inevitable to her as she gazes out. Marked as a leader by her headdress, she must also prove her qualities as a strategist and planner. Some may think she is made of stone, implacable, immovable, but they make a grave mistake. Zenith simply waits for the best time to make her move. Her headdress crowns her with the ability to see things clearly in black and white, while her heart is wrapped in passion and fire. It says, the message of this card is to lay plans for what you want. Getting your projects, schemes, and dreams down on paper will serve you well. With proper preparation, decisions will emerge from the black and white areas, revealing themselves as a clear, I'm sure this is a clear message, or a clear yes and no. So you might be like, should I do this, yes or no? But you'll know the decision because you're going to take that leap. You're preparing, and whatever it's going to be tied to your new work. People see you There's people that are putting you in this energy, but they can't because you chose yourself. You don't care. You don't care. You got that black and white. You got that focus in your head. You don't have time. You don't have time for any of these shenanigans. Let's see. What other card I'm going to pull from? Because, let's see. We got your feelings are valid. Yeah, you're at peace. No thoughts, just vibes. You're doing your thing. You ain't got time for none of this. Like, you just don't. And that's where you should be. You should be happy doing your work. Nobody, on the path, but you're on the path. Some people choose to stay on the path that they're on, and some people decide to go where they're ordained to go, and you're one to do that. Let me see what this deck has for us, because these people, they don't know who they're dealing with. Yep, you are rare and free. There are not many like you. Yeah. You're someone special. Like I say, you're the shaman. You're a healer. And you're doing your spiritual work, and you don't have time for none of this. And it's just crazy, like, it's almost like I had to do this reading for myself as well, because I'm just like, why is this feeling on my chest? Like, so I'm definitely where I need to be, just like you. You're definitely where you need to be. You don't have time for people trying to get in your energy and try to, waste your time and things like that. You just don't have time for that, because, you're already ahead of the game doing your thing. These people are miserable, and misery loves company. It could be a group of people. It could be somebody you just left alone. Emotional manipulator, narcissist. Somebody was trying to do you wrong, and you just said, I'm out. And I'm not even going to give them my energy to say much about them at all. I'm just going to do me. And that's what you did. That's when you focus on yourself. You're doing the inner work, and you're healing your inner child. And that's what happens. Let's see. I'm going to pull. Oh, let me see. When you have so many cards, you're like, oh, what should I pull? I'm just saying, like, where does Spirit want me to go? Oh, let me see. Let's just see what this deck has. It says Love's Oracle. Let's just see what their message is. I wish I could hold you tonight. I bet. That's how they feel it, being up exhausted at night. They messed up. And you're like, yeah, I bet you do. You seeing me successful and happy. But you don't have that time. What do we have for Hero's Journey? It says, never a crowd on the leading edge. Honor those who honor you. Yep. And that's why you left these people behind because you chose to honor yourself. You said, I'm going to be respected. I want respect, so I better find the people that's going to respect me. And you might have this big, beautiful following that loves you and see you for who you are and respect what you do. You know, you got supporters out here. You got supporters out here that, you know, love what you're doing for them, and what you do is work. I have another card because this is you. This is love. Be kind. That's you. This is what you come with, being a shaman. That's who you are. That's why people are so addicted to you too, because that's what you bring. If there's people dealing with you, that's what you bring to the table, and that's why people can get, they are addicted to your energy, because, you know, you're a loving soul, you're nurturing, you care about people, and they can't get enough of that. I'm gonna pull from one more deck, and I should be out from that. Maybe I should do this self-care deck, because you're already doing you. So what does the spirit think that you should do for yourself as you're healing this inner child? Let's see. Moon goddess. You're celebrating the cycles of the moon. You're celebrating the feminine goddess that you are. You might be celebrating your menstruals. Sometimes, you know, I've heard about that too. People do that. You're just honoring yourself as a woman or as a feminine. Or if you're masculine, you're balancing out your hormones, and you're getting yourself together where you're you just feel more balanced because you're doing your inner work. You're watching the cycles of the moon, the phases of the moon, which is good because, you know, you're just in tune. You're in tune with your body and your mind. And that's a good thing. I mean, being at peace, same thing. They look the same anyway. Their eyes are closed. They're definitely at peace. While these people are going through their negative, you know, you had to leave them behind. You just left. You made that decision. You're out. Because you're now coming into opportunities. Because you are comfortable in your path now. You're not hiding behind anything. This is who you are. This is a beautiful read, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed this. That's all I have from the Divine Council this afternoon. I hope you all are having a blissful, harmonious day. I want to thank everybody who liked, subscribed, and shared my videos. And I'm just glad that I could help anybody that needed the help. But yeah, I just feel like this is something that I resonate with. I just hope you all could feel the vibe of the reading. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope you all are doing well for yourselves, and congratulations, you got through all this mess and you're doing you, and that's a good thing. So with that being said, I hope you all have a blissful and harmonious day. Bye.